This is BBC Two, always ready for a challenge.
University Challenge. Asking the questions, Jeremy Paxman.
Hello, welcome to another demonstration of what a regime of beer, kebabs and daytime television does to the human brain. Durham is one of the very few universities to be declared a World Heritage Site, which, as its website is eager to point out, puts it in the same league as the Pyramids and the Great Wall of China. It's England's third oldest university in a city which is dominated by the Gothic cathedral and the castle, which means that some of its students actually do live in an ivory tower. Let's find out what tonight's four do when they're not admiring the architecture.
Hello, my name's James Henderson. I'm from Dumfries and I study natural sciences.
Hi, I'm Will Riley from Wivenhoe in Essex and I'm reading economics and politics.
And their captain?
Hi, I'm Chris Joby from Norwich and Norfolk and I'm studying theology, Latin and Old Norse.
Hi, I'm Simon Harris. I'm from Hereford and I'm reading history, politics and philosophy.
Queen's College, Cambridge was founded in 1448 by Margaret of Anjou, wife of Henry VI, and again in 1465 by Elizabeth Woodville, wife of Edward VI, hence the position of its apostrophe. Its buildings sit on both sides of the River Cam, joined by the famous mathematical bridge. Erasmus is thought to have stayed at Queen's, and Stephen Fry certainly did, making his first television appearance on this programme as part of the Queen's team then. Let's meet the new lot.
Hi, I'm Will Day, I'm from Halifax and I'm reading maths.
Hi, I'm Bethan Ellis, I'm from Hadley in Essex and I'm reading English.
And their captain?
Hi, I'm Alex Page from Holt in Wiltshire and I'm reading geology.
Hi, I'm Matthew Stevens from Margate in Kent and I'm reading history.
Well, you all know the rules. They're as constant as the Northern Star. 10 points for starter questions, 15 for bonuses, 5-point penalties for incorrect interruptions to starter questions. Fingers on the buzzers. Here's your first starter for 10. Quote, hunting he loved, but love he laughed to scorn. Which figure of Greek mythology is described thus in a poem by Shakespeare dedicated to Henry Wriothesley, Earl of Southampton?
Queen's Day.
Pan.
No, anyone want to buzz from Durham?
Durham Joby.
Apollo.
No, it's Adonis in Venus and Adonis. We'll take another starter question. Which word has been recognised by the Collins English Dictionary as a noun, an adjective and a verb, all relating to culinary activities?
Durham Harris.
Delia.
Delia is right, yes. Right, your bonuses are on censorship, Durham. John Gay's Polly in the 1720s was one of the first, and Edward Bond's Early Morning in 1968 was the last play to be banned by which official?
Lord Chamberlain.
It was the Lord Chamberlain, yes. In which 1957 play by John Osborne did the Lord Chamberlain make the following changes? Alter wet your pants, omit had Sylvia, alter camp, omit balls.
Look Back in Anger.
No, it was The Entertainer. Of which play by Strindberg did the Lord Chamberlain write, there is the very questionable theme in these days of the relations between masters and servants, which this play tends to undermine?
The Father.
No, it was Miss Julie. Another starter question. In angular measurement, how many arc minutes are there in pi over 2 radians?
Queen's Day.
15.
No, anyone want to buzz from Durham?
Durham Riley.
1.5.
No, it's 5,400. It's 90 degrees times 60 minutes. Another starter question. Involving a multi-million-dollar scheme in which foreign media were paid to offer support to his government's policies, the Muldergate scandal of 1979 forced the
Durham Joby.
South Africa.
Yes, you lose 5 points, I'm afraid. Forced the resignation of which South African Prime Minister who served for a brief time as president? Anyone want to buzz from Queen's? It was John Vorster. Another starter question. What name is traditionally ascribed to the Roman centurion who pierced Christ's side with a...
Durham Joby.
Longinus.
Longinus or Longius is correct, yes. Your bonuses are on noblemen's daughters. The Duke of Exeter's daughter and the Scavenger's daughter, also known as Skevington's daughter, served what purpose in the Tower of London?
Carrying out torture.
They were instruments of torture. One was a rack and the other was a compressing iron. The second for 5 points. The daughter of the Duke of Norfolk is married to which of the 5 candidates for the Tory party leadership in 2001?
Michael Ancram.
Correct, the Earl of Ancram. The daughter of Alfonso IV, Duke of Medina, became the Queen Consort of which King of England?
Henry VII.
No, it was James II. She was Mary of Medina. Another starter question. The Gouffre de la Pierre Saint-Martin is one of the deepest caves in the world. The Groc Casteret is the highest ice cave in Europe, and both are located within which mountain range, whose highest point is the Pico de Aneto in Spain?
Queen's Page.
Pyrenees.
The Pyrenees is right, yes. So you're off the mark at last. Queens, you get bonuses on classical music. How many members were there in the group of Russian composers called the Mighty Handful by the critic Vladimir Stasov in 1867?
Three.
No, there were 5. What was the title of the only complete opera by one member of the Mighty Handful, Modest Mussorgsky, to be staged in his lifetime?
Do we not know? We don't know.
It was Boris Godunov. And finally, for 5 points, born 1833, which other members of the Mighty Handful was also a professor of chemistry and medicine?
I don't know. It's not Prokofiev, it's not Migorsky. Shall we go for Tchaikovsky as a guess? Tchaikovsky?
No, it's Alexander Borodin. Another starter question. Prompted by 2 major outbreaks of cholera in the city in the early and mid-19th century, John Bazalgette, the chief engineer to the London Board of Works, designed which major building project complete...
Queen's Page.
The sewers.
In?
London.
Correct. Right, you get bonuses on acids then, Queens. With the formula CH3COOH, what is the more common name for the colourless and corrosive ethanoic acid made by the oxidation of ethanol?
Acetic acid or vinegar. Acetic acid or vinegar.
Acetic acid is right. The salts of which poisonous, colourless, crystalline organic acid occur naturally in some plants, such as sorrel and the leaves of rhubarb?
Sorry, we don't know.
It's oxalic acid. And finally, H2CO3 is the formula for which weak acid?
Is it carbolic acid?
Come on.
Is it?
I need an answer.
Is it carbolic acid?
Carbolic
acid.
Bolic?
Yes.
No, it's carbonic acid. Bad luck. We're going to take our first picture round now. For your picture starter, you'll see 2 pairs of eyes. For 10 points, name the celebrity couple to whom they belong.
Durham Harris.
Warren Beatty and Annette Bening.
Yes, we'll see the whole thing. And there they are. Well done. So for your picture bonuses, you're going to see 3 more pairs of eyes belonging to celebrity couples, all of whom have been married to each other at some point. In each case, you need to identify both members of each couple. Firstly, whose eyes are these?
Vivian Lee and...
No, I'll stop you there. It's Frank Sinatra and Ava Gardner. And secondly, whose eyes are these?
Yeah, Richard Burton and Elizabeth Taylor.
Yes, they are. Let's see the whole of them. Unmistakable Elizabeth Taylor's eyes, aren't they? And finally, to which well-known couple do these eyes belong?
Holmes and Watson, Basil Rathbone and whoever played Watson.
Well, I think one of them will be very, very upset. It's Laurence Olivier and Joan Plowright. OK, another starter question. Which American surgeon devised the first aid procedure, also called the abdominal thrust manoeuvre?
Queen Stevens.
Heimlich.
Heimlich is right. Right, your bonuses are on American history then, Queens. The American Civil War effectively ended on the 9th of April 1865 when Robert E. Lee surrendered to Grant, signing the terms in the village of Appomattox in which U.S. state?
Virginia.
Virginia.
Correct. The son of an African, which charismatic preacher led the only sustained slave revolt in U.S. history when he instigated the uprising in Virginia's Southampton County in 1831?
Fazy.
No, it was Nat Turner. Which city was Virginia's state capital from 1699 to 1780? Parts of it were burned down by rebel slaves in 1781, those areas since being rebuilt in the colonial style.
Charleston.
No, it was Williamsburg. Another starter question. In biology, what name is given to the thread-like structures seen in the nuclei of dividing cells and which consist of DNA and protein?
Queen's Page.
Mitochondria.
No, and protein. I use 5 points to
Durham Henderson.
Telomeres.
No, it's chromosomes. Another starter question. Which eponymous heroine narrowly escapes the designs of the gentleman with sandy whiskers, whom she fails to recognise as a fox?
Durham Henderson.
Jemima Puddleduck.
Jemima Puddleduck is right, yes. I bet you never thought that would come in useful. You get 3 questions on 99s for your bonuses. Which British-born South African statesman is supposed to have said on the day of his death in 1902, ask any man what nationality he would prefer to be, and 99 out of 100 will tell you they would prefer to be Englishmen?
Cecil Rhodes?
It was Cecil Rhodes. The 99s were a group of 99 women who in 1929 formed an international non-profit making organisation to encourage more women to acquire which skill?
Reading?
You are really cruising for a bruising. No, it's piloting aircraft. Good to see post-feminism still alive in Durham. And here's your final possible 5. Who was the 99th Archbishop of Canterbury? He held the office from 1945 to 1961 and officiated at the coronation of Queen Elizabeth II.
Ramsey.
No, it was Geoffrey Fisher. Another starter question. In March 1969, 2 countries fought for the possession of a small island in the Ussuri River, this being the culmination of an ideological dispute which began in 1960. The Soviet Union was one of the countries. Which was the other?
Queen Stevens.
Afghanistan.
No, anyone want to buzz from Durham?
Durham Joby.
Turkey.
No, it was China. Another starter question. Born in 1880, which British microbiologist gave his name to a system of herbal remedies often used to treat...
Queen's Alice.
Bark.
Bach is right, yes. Right, your bonuses are on literature, Queens. In which play by Ibsen is Hedvig advised by Gregers to shoot a wounded bird to prove to her father that she will sacrifice her greatest treasure for him?
The Wild Duck.
Correct. Whose novel Wild Swans tells of the experiences of 3 Chinese women beginning in 1924 with a woman whose granddaughter's experiences in the Cultural Revolution end the book?
Yung Chang.
Correct. Which poet wrote in a collection of 1919, under the October twilight the water mirrors a still sky, upon the brimming water among the stones are 59 swans?
Yeats.
It was Yeats, The Wild Swans at Cool. Fingers on the buzzer, another starter question. 10 points for this. Which chemical element in its pure form is the only one to exist as a liquid at 0...
Durham Henderson.
Mercury.
Mercury is right, yes, at 0 degrees Celsius. Your bonuses are on films about The Man Who. Firstly, for 5, who starred as the laconic barber Ed in the Coen brothers film The Man Who Wasn't There?
Billy Bob Thornton.
Correct. Which Oscar-winning song did Doris Day sing in the second version of Hitchcock's The Man Who Knew Too Much?
No idea.
It was Que Sera Sera. And finally, for 5, complete the quotation from The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, when the legend becomes fact.
No, sorry, we don't know.
Print the legend. Right, with the scores on 75 and 60, about halfway through the contest, we're going to take a music round. For your music starter, you're going to hear a familiar piece of music. I want you to name the composer who has adapted it.
Durham Joby.
Tippett.
No, anyone to buzz from Queens?
Queen's Ellis.
Peter Maxwell Davis.
That was Charles Ives from his Variations on America. So we'll take the music bonuses after the correct answering of a starter question. Fingers on the buzzers. Koplik's spots, being small and red with white centres, often appear on the mucous membranes of the mouth as an indicator of which highly infectious viral disease mainly affecting children.
Queen Stevens.
Tonsillitis.
No, anyone to buzz from Durham?
Durham Henderson.
Chickenpox.
No, it's measles. Another starter question. Which British sportsman was the first to win the BBC Sports Personality of the Year award twice in 1967 and 70, having been undefeated British and Commonwealth heavyweight boxing champion?
Durham Joby.
Henry Cooper.
Henry Cooper is correct. Whether knowledge of boxing will help you with the music bonuses, we shall see. You're going to hear 3 more examples of Charles Ives' use of existing music. I want you to name the work cited in each case. 5 points if you can tell me which piece is being quoted here.
Grieg's Peer Gynt.
It is America the Beautiful. And secondly, for 5 points, which hymn can you hear in this segment from Ives' 4th Symphony?
Sorry, no.
That's Nearer My God to Thee. And finally, which hymn is Charles Ives quoting here?
I Vow to Thee, My Country.
No, it's Joy to the World by Isaac Watts. Fingers on the buzzers. December the 31st, 2001, which financier succeeded Rudy Giuliani?
Durham Henderson.
Bloomberg.
Michael Bloomberg is right. He became mayor of New York. Right, you get bonuses on units of measurement. You're going to see on your screens the metric equivalent of 3 common imperial units. In each case, identify the imperial unit. Here's the first.
Stone. Might be a stone.
Stone, yeah. A stone.
It is a stone. Here's the second.
Quite small. A pint. Meters cube. Yeah, okay. A pint.
It is a pint, yes. And finally, this.
That's big. A square mile. Just a moment. Just a moment. 10 to 6. That's 100,000, isn't it? That's 200,000, which is what? 40 by 400 by 400. Yeah, it was about an acre. Yeah, an acre.
No, it's a square mile, but you're in the right sort of area anyway. Right, another starter question. Sojourner was the name of the roving vehicle carried on which US space mission to Mars in July 1997?
Queen Stevens.
Viking.
No, anyone to buzz from Durham?
Durham Joby.
Voyager.
No, it's Pathfinder. Another starter question. From the Latin meaning change and born, what name is given to an agent causing mutation?
Queen's Day.
Mutagen.
Mutagen is right, yes. So here are your bonuses then, Queens. In Greek mythology, which deity, probably of Thracian origin, was in some versions the offspring of Zeus and Semele and was associated with ecstatic religious rites and in later traditions with wine and the cultivation of vineyards?
Dionysus.
Correct. Dionysus Exiguus, the Scythian monk and scholar of the 6th century, is principally remembered for his introduction of what system?
Pardon?
Executor. It's called Executus.
Execuity? No? It's your guess, not mine.
No. The system of identifying years as being BC or AD. And finally, for possible 5, Dionysius the Elder and the Younger were in the 5th and 4th centuries BC tyrannical rulers of which city on the east coast of Sicily?
Palermo. Shall we just go with Palermo's? Palermo.
No, it's Syracuse. Another starter question. Merle Haggard, Bernard Langard and Dot Cotton are, according to the audience of a BBC television programme in 2002, among the current euphemisms for which condition?
Durham Harris.
Being drunk?
Being drunk is right, yes. Right, here are your bonuses. Stuart Drummond was elected Mayor of Hartlepool in May 2002, having previously established a certain celebrity at the town's Victoria Park football ground under what name?
Hangus the monkey.
Hangus the monkey, the club mascot of Hartlepool Football Club. Secondly, derived from rhyming slang, the phrase monkey's cousin is sometimes used in the game of bingo to refer to which number?
Dozen. 12. Yeah. 12. Yeah. 12.
12, yes, a dozen. Set aboard an ocean liner, the Marx Brothers film Monkey Business is based on a short story by which American humorist who from 1931 was closely associated with the New Yorker magazine?
No, sorry.
That's S.J. Perelman. We're going to take another picture round now. For your starter, you're going to see a disability access symbol. 10 points if you can tell me what it means.
Queen Stevens.
Only those who can read Braille can come in.
Nope.
Durham Harris.
Lifts available?
Sorry, what's available?
Lift.
No, it means printed matter available in Braille. So we'll take the picture bonuses after a correct answering of a starter question. Observed in May, Yom Ha'atzmaut is an annual Jewish festival celebrating which event of 1948?
Durham Harris.
The setting up of Israel?
The foundation of the State of Israel is correct. So you get the picture bonuses, which are also disability access symbols. In each case, I'd like the meaning of the symbol. Here's the first.
An audio loop is available. Yeah, an audio loop is available.
Yes, that's right, assistive listening systems. Second for 5 points.
Text phone.
Yeah, text phone. Yeah, Minitel text phone is available.
No, it's a telephone typewriter, obviously of use to deaf people. And finally?
Signing language. Yeah, signing available. People who can do signing are available.
Sign language interpretation provided is correct, yes. Right, fingers on the buzzers, 10 points for this. The Lebanese-born businessman Sam Haman took over the ownership of which?
Durham Riley.
Cardiff City.
Cardiff City is right after he sold Wimbledon. So here are your bonuses. Born in Geneva in 1857, Ferdinand de Saussure is often described as the modern founder of which field of study, a work of his published posthumously in 1916, leading to a structuralist approach to the subject?
Linguistics.
Correct. Which American linguist challenged the structuralist approach by saying that universal patterns are present in all languages and was concerned with understanding how the mind works through the study of language?
Noam Chomsky.
Correct. Which former professor of linguistics at the University of Reading received an OBE in 1995 for his services to the study and teaching of the English language and has written the Cambridge Encyclopedia of Language?
David Crystal.
David Crystal. David Crystal.
David Crystal is correct. 10 points if you can answer this starter question correctly. Where in a plant would the endodermis and steel be found?
Durham Henderson.
In the root?
In the root, yes. Right, you get bonuses on natural fibres. What is the common name for Seba pitandra, the seed fibres of which are used for stuffing furnishings?
K-pop. 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 Kapok.
Kapok is right. What is the common name for cannabis sativa, the stem fibre of which is used in making ropes and coarse cloth?
Hemp. Yeah. Hemp.
Hemp is right. Tetrapanax papyriferum is the source of stem fibres used to make which edible product used in cookery?
Saffron.
No, it's rice paper. 2.5 minutes to go, another starter question. The name of which Mexican dish has been argued to come either from the Spanish for flat-nosed or the diminutive form of Ignacioi, the Christian name of the chef credited with its invention?
Durham Riley.
Enchilada.
No, any more to buzz from Queens?
Queen's Ellis.
Nachos.
Nachos is right, yes. 3 questions on biblical miracles for your bonuses, Queens. According to the Gospel of Mark, which miraculous event befell the 12-year-old daughter of the synagogue official Jairus?
Rose from the dead.
Christ raised her from the dead, that's right. Who was the brother of Martha and Mary, raised from the dead by Christ, with the clothes of his burial still draped around him?
Lazarus.
Correct. In Acts, Tabitha, otherwise called Dorcas, a Christian from Joppa who made clothes for the poor, is restored to life by which apostle?
St. Paul.
It was Peter. Another starter question. Supposed to have been marked, especially in Germany, by witches' revels in Highland places, Walpurgis Night was celebrated on the eve of which calendar date?
Durham Henderson.
1st of November.
No, anyone to buzz from Queens? Quickly. Did anyone want to guess? It's May the 1st. Another starter question. Founded by Dame Cicely Saunders in 1967, St Christopher's in Sydenham was the first modern example of which form of nursing home?
Queen Stevens.
Hospice.
Hospice is right, yes. You get bonuses on earth sciences. Q. Wadati in the 1930s and Ugo Benioff in the 1950s discovered inclined zones, now called...
zones. Subduction zones.
Let me finish the question. Now called Wadati-Benioff zones of which natural phenomena?
Subduction zones.
Earthquakes is what I was looking for. Which instrument is used to detect the vibrations or waves generated in the surface and body of the Earth by earthquakes?
Seismometer.
Correct. 4 types of waves can be detected on a seismometer. What name is given to the body waves which reach the seismometer first before the Rayleigh, Love and S waves?
P or S waves? P waves.
P waves is right. Well done. 10 points for this starter question if correctly answered. The Shoemaker's Holiday, first performed in 1599, in which a shoemaker becomes Lord Mayor of London, is one of the best-known comedies of which dramatist?
Durham Joby.
Ben Jonson.
No, any more to buzz from Queens?
Queen's Page.
Marlowe.
No, it's Thomas Dekker. Another starter question. Which cosmonaut was a member of Van at the Gong? Queens have 115, Durham have 190. Well, Queens, we have to say goodbye to you, but thank you very much for playing. Durham, you're a bit wobbly in a few places there, but we look forward to seeing you in the next stage of the contest. I hope you'll be able to join us next time. But until then, it is goodbye from Queen's College, Cambridge.
Goodbye.
Bye.
It's goodbye from Durham University.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.